You could probably just...
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the EA Sports Twitch channel. I'm AJ, joined by Christian Brandt.
How you doing, guys?
Justin Patel,
Nope.
Two designers on Rory McIlroy's PGA Tour. We're in a round right now, Justin. We decided to play on PlayStation 4 today because we played on Xbox One on Friday. And so we're showing off the PlayStation 4 version. Christian, you're going to moderate the chat here a little bit.
Sure,
or hop in here and tell us what people want to see. But we're kind of already in a round. Now, for those who don't know, Justin, he's arguably the best player in the world right now. I would say he's still the best player in the world at Rory. So he is playing on the tour difficulty, which is still, I mean, it's difficult for most people. But you're pretty good, and he let me play on arcade because I'm not as good.
Yep.
But I'm playing with Spieth. He's playing with Rory. What do you think? I got a two-stroke lead right now.
You have an advantage.
I'm 6 under right now. What are we playing on?
Well, right now we're at Lighthouse Point, which is one of our fantasy courses, but it plays a little more realistic. And like you said, we're taking advantage of a really cool feature you can do in the game when you're playing couch multiplayer, which is set up different users on different difficulties. So, you know, to level the playing field, arcade versus tour, Jordan versus Rory. Should be pretty
Especially for those guys out there, because the guys in the community who always complain that their kids beat them constantly in video games, they talk about it. Now you can put them at a little bit harder. Don't tell them that you are. We'll put them at a harder difficulty and then beat them.
And you're using the right analog stick too. So I'm using right, and Justin's using the left.
So I can do power-ups. I can do power-ups with L1. Whereas it's usually on X when you use the left stick, but well, I like right stick. I don't know why.
It's actually on both at all times, so you can actually, you can tap both buttons if you want to.
If you're that guy,
that's what I used to do.
Yeah, when it's in the air,
it was a two-button tap back when it used to be harder.
Especially in the air, you got to do both.
That's crazy.
You got to tap both.
All right, so we're here on the 7th.
Yeah, 7th.
7th here.
It's a tricky little par 4.
I've got the arc because I'm playing on arcade. I've got the the boost and the spin after the hit, which is pretty convenient for me.
I mean, you could bend it around those trees.
I gave him a chance to hop back in, and on the last hole, though, I sent my second shot on the par 3 pretty far, and then I also, whoa.
Well, you missed the putt.
Yeah, I missed the putt, but I held for par. Yeah,
I still had a difficult putt. I had shanked it a little right.
You should bend it around there, so when you spin it, you have the angle.
Yeah, I'm happy with this.
Can you hand your controller back and forth? Can you play multiplayer with one controller?
Yeah, you can use just one controller if you want. We're using multiple controllers right now.
Yep.
You can even sign in with different profiles and. Say you have different custom setups on your profile compared to mine, you can use your custom signed into yours. I can use my custom signed into mine. Both on it.
Oh, both.
That's in there.
Both
in the
X?
rough.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's all right.
That would have been better. I sent it too far that time.
Looking a little overhead here. It's a tricky little hole. I'm going to try to just go up over these trees and get it up there in front of the
So
green.
Christian,
Down
tell me
26.
like the benefits of playing with these two golfers. We talked about it a little bit on Friday, but Justin, you're playing with Rory.
Rory's a powerhouse in this game.
Yeah, Rory
he's got a lot of distance, and I'm going to bounce off some trees. But that's not a bad spot.
All right.
But yeah, Rory, obviously, a lot of distance with him, whereas Jordan, by far and away the best putter in the game.
Yeah, if you saw him at the U.S. Open, yeah, he was on fire.
He was on fire this weekend, too.
True.
A little 61 on Saturday.
All right.
Comeback.
You guys want to know what course you guys are on?
So again, this is Lighthouse Point. It's a fictional course. It's one of our 4 fantasy courses. It plays a whole lot more like a realistic course, though. It's not really an over-the-top fantasy course like a couple of the other ones.
But Justin, I don't see any battleships on this course. What do you mean fantasy?
There's no battleships. This is kind of a Cliffs of Maine course. The whole front 9
I like that
goes
shot.
down these cliffs, and then you dip into a valley on the back 9 and work your way back up to the clubhouse from there. But a lot of unique holes.
All right, I'm predicting here that he's going to terribly miss this shot and put me in a spot to pick up another stroke. See if he does it. What do you think?
See. I think he'll roll past maybe 4 feet, 3 feet.
It might have been, so I've been playing with my created golfer at home, and I don't play with the spin on, so it was a little
better.
like all the arcade settings on. I play mostly on tour with, it's like mixed match, which it's like my favorite part of the game right now is the fact that I can customize the controls and difficulty exactly how I like it.
Like you're saying, you're used to your created player. All the golfers play differently.
Very differently.
There's a lot of different attributes in the game this year, and then in your career mode, you can set up attribute bonuses, and they really affect how your golfer will play.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting thing was happening to AJ earlier. He's used to, his creative player has less spin, so he's used to the ball rolling out more.
Yeah,
so,
barely any spin. And
whereas Jordan's got a lot better spin rating, and his ball will check up a lot easier. But I think you've adjusted on that since then.
Yeah, a little bit. I feel like this one is one of those shots where we might see it. So normally with my created golfer, I'd probably put this below the pin and it would roll up because of the lack of backspin on my created golfer.
Still do that here too.
You think?
Yeah, you're going with an 8-iron, not a wedge.
All right. I'll drop it a little closer though. You know what I'm saying. I'll probably get a little more.
I want to see the hole out. See the hole in one.
Oh, a little shank there, a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh no!
A little left.
I wasn't paying attention. Get back.
Oh, he used the spin to get it back on the green.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, that's a missable putt for you. I got to get back in.
You can definitely save yourself with the arcade controls. You know, you're going to put up some lower scores. It's fun though because it's kind of its own. It's its own, game in itself, trying to get a super, super low score. What's the lowest score you've gotten on arcade?
Oh, on arcade? I don't know, somewhere in the 30s.
I got minus 29.
30, yeah, 30.
Minus 29.
Minus 29.
That was mine.
Yeah.
But he's probably got 34 or something.
Yeah. I won't get anywhere close to that.
And I bombed that over the green.
But that is with the arc on, too. So
Yeah.
as soon as I take the arc off, I'd probably, gain an extra 5 strokes on top of that.
Yeah, the arc does make it a lot easier. But it's important to note that arc is off for the online competition. So when you go into online tournaments or online head-to-head playing arcade, you don't have the arc helping you.
Yeah, so as you're watching, Justin can't zoom out every time he plays. So that's why you're not seeing him go out there because he's on tour.
Yeah, you can't zoom to his ball, which is, it drastically helps you. I got a little bit of a...
I really need you to miss this. We're going to go down another shot here.
I'm going to try not to.
You got it.
Come on.
He's got it.
That's why you get Spieth. That's why you get Jordan Spieth. We got any questions from you guys? What courses do you want to see today? What what golfers maybe? What modes? We're kind of here for you today, streaming. What do we?
Let's see. This guy got a 33.
33 already. You might not be
Boston.
the best.
He's switching. He's switching to tour though. What course is this? This is Lighthouse Point. Scrolling through.
guys want to see sawgrass?
You want to see
Exposed it.
sawgrass? Can do that.
Yeah, we'll pull up sawgrass. Get that 17th. Oh,
Canceled your spin.
yeah, I did. I fat fingered it. That's all right. I got a decent one. 328. I'll take it. If I didn't have the spin and power boost, I would not be coming close to the drives that Rory hits.
Oh, I killed that.
Oh,
Overswing
So you
3,
got-
fast 5. That's
yeah,
that's
hit
beastly.
that one. You hit that one. I think you overdrove me.
I wish the wind wasn't in our
Really?
face. We've gone even further.
340. Somebody's closer.
Yep.
Because I'm his caddy.
You look a little shorter in real life. I don't know. Oh, you're right, because Rory's pretty, he's not the tallest guy.
One question is, guys, want to know if you gain more XP if you use harder difficulty.
No, you do not, actually. The difficulty's there for you to change as you want. A lot of the XP progression is more based on, the bulk of it's just based on playing through the mode, and then you get extra for performing better. There's certain things, too, that playing on tour you can take advantage of. Like you get a bonus every time you don't use aftershot spin. Well, on tour there is no aftershot spin, so you're going to get that bonus on every single shot.
Yeah, same with just shot shaping your shots. You're going to get an extra XP bonus there. So definitely customize your shots. You'll end up leveling up your guy faster.
Oh, wow.
So we have some votes for St. Andrews as well. Nice. So,
St. Andrews. Which ones did we not show on Friday?
I don't think we showed
showed
Sawgrass.
fantasy stuff.
Got to
Yeah.
show Sawgrass, right?
27.
We didn't show Bay Hill, did we?
No.
So a little insight into what I'm thinking here. First off, I see the ball's a little below my feet, so I know it's going to kick it to the right some. And then the wind's blowing me left here. We got 224 to the pin, and it looks like it's uphill 27 feet, so that's going to play about 9 extra yards. And that wind's going to hold me up, I don't know, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of about 4 or 5 yards. So I'm going to just try and give this 4-iron a little extra power from normal. That might be a little too much. We'll see.
And when he's
pretty
saying
good.
giving
Yeah,
extra
it's a little
power
too much.
on tour mode, it's actually based on how fast you're swinging the analog stick up on your follow through.
Yeah, so I'm getting a readout in the bottom left corner. I think on that shot I got overswing 1%, so I went a little too far back, and then fast plus 3%. So a total of 4 extra percent added to that shot. And here I am 30 feet past the hole. I didn't really have the wind red right there either.
Man, it makes
So-
these putts so much harder to not have the putt line.
Yes, but you can take advantage of these different camera angles we have and get a good look at these green grid leads. And that looks
Yes, I see a question about can you play one guy play tour mode against arcade? Yeah, that's
Oh, that's a good
exactly what
putt.
we're doing right now. Justin's playing on tour mode, AJ's playing on arcade. And AJ's controls, he's using the right stick, and Justin's using the left stick to swing. So each player can customize how he wants to play within the same round.
And if you're looking for where to do that, in Play Now, you actually do it inside of the golfer select. So when you're picking your golfer, you can set what controller is going to control him, what gameplay style you want to be on, and change his outfit there as well. There's all kinds of toggles in the bottom right-hand corner of that screen.
I'll let you stay in it.
Let's see what it says. It says the blue aim arc. So the arc's on default on arcade. It is an option. You can turn it on and off, and then you'll create your own custom style. It's off by default on tour.
What do you think, Justin? Am I going to have to bump up my difficulty after this round?
You might
Oh,
turn the
yeah.
arc off.
What do we have
Turn
to
the
do?
arc off.
This back nine gets a little tricky, so
All right,
we'll see
so
how you
here,
handle that.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
Here's-
I will
here's
say
where
the arc
here's
makes
where we
it
dip down into the
Yeah.
valley
great learning tool.
with
Yeah.
this extreme downhill tee shot.
I'm going
149
to try
feet down.
to
Here,
crush
zoom
this
back
one.
out one more time just so we can show. The arc
Yeah.
does take into account the elevation here. So normally when you don't see the arc, you'll just get the aimer right there. Since it's downhill, 149 feet, you can see how much extra distance he gets with the arc out there.
And then a cool little feature, if you hit L1 here, you can toggle back and forth between focusing your aim point and focusing your arc. Because sometimes you'll be severely uphill or there will be a lot of wind in your face, and so when you zoom out to the aim, you can't see the arc.
Yeah.
So that's a great way to be able to toggle that.
Yeah, I definitely started doing that when I...
Let's see, it says, any of the fantasy courses using career mode? Yes, just Lighthouse Point, this one you're seeing now in the Wetlands is used in career mode because they're more realistic than fantasy. The Battlefield course and the Coyote Falls Grand Canyon is not in career mode.
391.
I hit it. I mean, it's 150 feet down, so
Go up to this top view here. Get a
see if
good
he
look
can
down
see if
there.
he can outdrive me. I didn't quite bose it, but I did put a little extra something on it. Plus
I only got
2,
3
plus
extra
1.
there.
I don't know.
I don't know if that'll get to you. That top spin that you put on it with the push shot spin, that gets you a lot of distance. Pro tip: if you're playing with spin on, add a bunch of forward spin to your tee shots. It'll
I mean,
roll
you were
out
still
a
only
lot.
6 yards short, so Rory can kill it.
It's a nice shirt Rory's wearing.
Yeah.
I like that shirt.
Yeah, we both got it on.
Thanks for the
Mine has a
invitation,
patch,
guys.
though.
Thanks for the shirt, guys.
I got a logo, though.
Bose is a verb now. It is indeed.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah?
a
Use
verb.
that on the team. a lot.
Bosed it. Bosed
Yeah,
it.
we like to
Bosed.
say you bosed it.
Bose is a verb.
I want to know if any of you guys have ever gotten a double eagle.
Yes, I have a video I captured of one of my double eagles I've gotten on the game so far that I'll probably be putting up on YouTube tomorrow with a lot of other videos.
Yes.
We'll be sharing those out.
Yeah, we'll share some cool videos on our Facebook page.
I've captured a few
Yeah.
trick shots on some courses, some really cool content coming your way.
Yeah, the game comes out tomorrow on PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah, I'm sure you can
See that a few
download it
times.
tonight, right at midnight.
Yeah.
You can pre-download it. I bet you can pre-download it right now.
Pre-download
You
it
have
right now.
access offer. It'll flip right over. You don't have to download anything.
Yeah, if you have EA access, you can play right now. Just
I don't know.
to reiterate, another guy asked, what are they playing? Justin's playing on tour. AJ, who's taking a shot right now, is on arcade.
And again, we're playing
Don't have to
Lighthouse
keep
Point.
bringing it up. I know I'm playing on arcade for sure.
Yep.
Just leave it alone.
Let's just paste that across the top here.
With the new blind.
He's using the new blind.
The new blind.
And Justin's not.
The new bark.
Yeah. I think you got to turn that
Hey,
off on the next one.
he's the one who proposed the game.
Yeah,
That's a-
you said I would kill you if we both played arcade. So, I mean,
you would.
I agree with that. So, make it a little tougher.
You guys want to talk about future content plans? We got a lot of questions. About
Yeah, Justin. Tell us about future content plans.
Well, as many know,
can you tell us?
This is not a yearly title. So we're really excited about what we're going to be able to provide users of this game. And there's going to be free post-ship content updates.
It's going to be free content.
Yeah.
That's all we
is.
can say.
That's all we can
All
say
we can
right
say.
all we can say right
If we could say more, we would, but we can't.
Yep, stay tuned.
I
Right.
think people will be very happy, though, with what we plan on providing them.
That is good to hear.
This is a tricky little hole here because the
Like,
fairway
look at
the fairway kind of pinches off up where you want to go. To a par
But if I
5,
put
so you want to
this-
get as far up there as possible.
Put that spin on it, put the little nasty on it,
Yeah.
and split that right there. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
See if I can do it.
Bosed it.
This is my
Boom.
spin face.
Jordan's big hits look really good.
Oh,
Oh,
come
come
on. I
on.
knew
They
that
all
was
look
going to
good.
happen.
Oh, move!
Yeah.
You're
You
gonna
should
put it
have
in
should
there.
put a little draw on it. Oh,
You're
it bounced
right.
off a dandelion. Did you see that? There's the physics interactions at work. I'm going to try and go down that
Yeah, so
little
tell us
shit
about
fairway.
that. What kind of physics stuff will we see due to the Frostbite engine?
Well, now the ball
Frostbite
interacts
Engine 3.
with every little blade of grass, every leaf in a tree, every tree branch. The old games, I'm sure a lot of people will recall this, where you hit a tree and the ball would just drop right down. So now the fact that it interacts with every little piece of the tree, when you collide with leaves, it'll actually continue flying through them. The leaves will just slow it down a little bit, or you might rattle off
Yeah,
a
you
couple
might see
branches.
some bouncing
or-
around in there,
or an
too.
example that we saw there, your ball bounced and hit off a dandelion and it kicked it sideways a little bit.
Yeah, so it takes into account the golfer's Murphy's Law, what I call it, where if there is a thin, like, I don't know, 1 foot in diameter tree in front of you, you will inevitably hit it with your golf ball. Even if you tried 1,000,000 times to hit it, you wouldn't hit it. But I will hit it when I'm playing golf.
Right. So
same thing might happen here.
You're asking about frostbite. So the other big thing this year is, so we don't have load times anymore, right? So if you notice as they're playing through here, they used to load a minute and a half between holes, and now
40 seconds.
A minute. I'm sticking with the minute. But now you'll see that it goes straight to the next hole, no waiting.
Ooh, a little too much spin.
You're only going to load when you actually switch a course. So if you're on career mode, you're in the first round, Chambers Bay, you complete it, you jump into the second round. You actually don't have to load again since the course is already there in the background.
Some of the fellows want to see Wetlands too.
Yeah, we definitely want to show off Wetlands. I wanted to definitely want to show both of these more realistic fantasy courses.
Yeah, a lot of people, we've seen people talking about fantasy courses thinking that means like giant windmills or something on the green, and that's not what it is. No. It's like, this is a just course. It looks like a real course, something that you would play on. This looks very realistic.
But on the other hand, if you do like fantasy courses, Grand Canyon and Parasol Storm, or Coyote Falls and Parasol Storm are both great places to play as well.
And Coyote Falls is still like, if you were going to build a golf course on the Grand Canyon, that's what it would probably look like. That's a good shot. That is a good shot. All right, 9 under. I got to hold him back. Man. You got to sink it.
Wow. Dead straight putt.
Popped up a little bit.
Eagle?
Right.
Let's see
if you can figure out.
So there's a par. There's a par 4. They're asking, how do you actually get a Bose moment? So let's see you hit one right here and explain what you're doing.
Yeah, so I'm not the best person at it, but I will. So this is one I might want to put. Do you think? What do you think?
A little draw.
You're not going to tell us.
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
No, you could keep it in that area and then head on.
Yeah.
Hey Justin, do you want to talk about 3-click swing a bit and how it compares to analog? Like how people feel different.
Yeah. 3-click's great. It's something that went away from the game, and then we saw a fair amount of feedback. Of kind of a lot of our old school users who kind of missed it, and that was like the way they like to play the game. So it was really important for us to bring that back. And it was surprising through play tests. We found out just how popular it was. We were seeing around about 60-65% of users that would play test would actually pick the 3-click method when they went through our onboarding experience. But it's definitely a challenging but simple way to play the game. It's really easy to pick up and play, but difficult to master. And the base 3-click that you see, if you just set it to that, still has a lot of the aids on, so it has the aiming arc and a few other aids, the putt read line, but you can go in and customize it and make that swing mechanic as easy or as difficult as you want.
All right, so explaining the Bose moment.
So there's 2 things that you need to do to get a Bose big hit moment. 3 things. First off, you have to be on a tee box. You don't get them when you're not on a tee box. Secondly, you have to take a perfectly straight swing. So if you have any bit of miss hit in your swing, it's not going to trigger.
Waiting for you.
Then third thing is you have to add power. So he's going to have to tap up either on the L1 or the X button here. And now they don't trigger 100% of the time. There's still kind of a range or a ratio that they'll trigger.
You're off. Checking the left corner, his swing wasn't perfect there, but
I got to the.
You did get back to the top.
I got to yeah.
Now what you didn't do is try and drive the green.
You didn't even tell me I could.
A little local knowledge. And I'm gonna just
show the whole map real quick.
Yeah,
so if you hit the pad here on PlayStation 4, you can bring up the whole match, which you're definitely gonna need if you're playing on tour.
Yeah. So this is a really tough green to drive when you're on tour.
Someone has suggested Hey, there's no real out of bounds. Why don't you play from somewhere else?
Well, we'll see where this goes, and who knows?
Let's see what happens here.
While you're doing that, do you want to talk about heartbeat moments?
Yeah, heartbeat moments. So that's another kind of classic feature that we wanted to bring back. I don't know if I got enough on that.
Oh, wow.
I might.
I'll get
hit
through.
that tree. Oh, I barely hit a leaf. That's okay.
So you can drive the green there? You've done it?
Yeah, I didn't get enough on it, but you can go straight at that green and drive it. So if you remember from a lot of our older games that were on the Gen 2 consoles, so the PS2 and the original Xbox, sometimes when you hit it and it was going in the hole or going to be very close to going into the hole, you kind of got this special effect where everything slowed down and this kind of letterboxing effect would come in on the screen. So we brought that back in our new Bose heartbeat moments, where things slow down, you get kind of this intense presentation, and the ball's either going to go in or it's going to come really close to going in when those happen. So if you're playing with spin, I highly suggest when those trigger is don't touch the spin.
Don't touch it.
Because you could very easily spin it out of the hole, and that's not what you want to do.
Yeah,
So do you want to talk about vegetation physics after that? You hit it right through the tree there.
Yeah, as I was mentioning earlier, the ball interacts with every little leaf and branch, and so there I barely missed the branches and the tree trunk there, but I still managed to, I think, hit a couple leaves, and so that slowed it down and kicked it downward a bit, where I think I would have landed probably just a couple yards short of the green. Instead here I'm about 15 yards short of the green.
Yeah, so how do you feel about this shot?
This is a difficult shot, and I'm a little worried about this tree branch hanging out in front of me.
Yeah, notice.
But I have to aim a little left because that's a big side slope to the right, so that's a difference between arcade and tour. The side slopes don't play on arcade. The ball's always going to fly straight, but when you're on tour, it's called the advanced lie effect setting. It actually makes your ball kick to the right or left based on the side slope.
Oh, wow.
And a really good way to get a good look at it is to go down to this bottom view is probably the best way to look at it. But you can see, Rory's feet are way above the ball there.
Right.
I like in the background, you see the guys walking back there.
Those are so tough to hit.
I think I might have barely nipped that branch, too.
Is there a FedEx Cup race in the Cup? Yes, there is.
Yes.
You'll earn FedEx Cup points. You'll play in the FedEx Cup at the end of the year. Yep, it's in the game.
It's in the game.
And this is a
What do
pretty
you got here?
flat
It looks
green.
pretty straight.
Yeah, this green's divided into 3 chunks. If I go back to the whole map here, you can see it's kind of like a 3-leaf clover almost. And this front left portion is pretty flat, whereas the front right portion has got a lot of slope to it, and the back's just got a little bit of slope to it. And there's pin locations in all the spots, but it looks like it might just have a touch of break to the left on it. See how that works out. Yeah.
Oh! You can't miss those.
Yeah, it's a little fast, and the more speed the ball has, the harder it is to sneak in the side of the lip. Almost had it read right. I didn't want to give away the hole. So yeah,
I feel kind of bad.
You're starting to kill me. You're starting to kill me. It's all right.
Maybe you should show off into the side in the trees.
You want me to shank one?
Yeah.
Okay, I will.
Just to show.
That's the thing, though. Like,
this isn't a really
win.
good hole for it, though.
Okay, we'll wait till you.
Yeah, I'll tell you when to do it, actually. We'll
Not
show that
super
off.
excited about doing it anyway, because I want to keep this round going.
Maybe find one where there's an adjacent hole to you, so you can play off a different fairway.
There it is. There's a Bose moment. Bing.
Closed it.
And then you put a little spin. I like that fiery ball trail that you get. It looks really cool.
So if you haven't been able to tell by now, as a course designer, I really love downhill shots. So you get quite a few of them on this course.
So where is this about, this course supposed to exist?
It is in Maine.
It's in Maine.
Yeah, so it's along the cliffs of
Kenny Bunkport,
cliffs
maybe?
of Maine.
I went to Kenny Bunkport once. It does look. It actually does look like Maine.
It's Maine.
Never played golf up there, but
Let's see. Can you change the time of day? Yes.
yes, can change
Yes, we
time of
have
day.
morning, noon, and
eve-
afternoon, or morning, afternoon, and
I
evening.
think it's called evening, yeah.
I might eagle again.
Do I want to send it up
let's
to
see.
no man's land?
Are you playing
Just-
straight
yeah.
tour mode? Yeah, I believe so. You got the lie effects on.
Yep, straight
Yep,
tour mode. I
hard
can't
swing.
zoom out. I'm utilizing my whole map here.
Oh, you hit it.
And I'm trying to crank it to get it up there. There's this ridge right here, and I was worried I was going to not get over it, and I didn't.
That is tough. It's tough not being able to zoom and, you know, see exactly where you're aiming.
Yeah, and I went with the driver off the deck there, which you lose a lot of power off it, but you can get a lot of rollout of it.
Oh, wow.
But I really couldn't take advantage of it there because of that upslope that goes into the
There's
green
no
there
way
that
I
you can see.
There's no way I can get there, huh? On this one.
You could,
Pretty far.
you could try and kill it with the power boost and then full forward spin on
Would
that
it be
driver.
better if I put, like, topspin on the ball here?
No, that's going to shorten your distance up. That's
Okay.
more of a way to just hit it lower and under a tree. You're
Gotcha.
not necessarily going to gain distance that way. Although it is useful if there's a really strong wind in your face, and then hitting it lower, you can actually hit it further because the ball won't balloon up into the air as much. But if you power this up and then you give it full forward spin, you will probably almost get to the green. I don't know. We'll see how this rolls up this slope. It might kill it. Yeah, you didn't get enough boost.
It's tough. It's a tough shot. That's all right. No eagle. Unless I can chip this one in.
See the
See what Justin's
game.
got.
The game's out on PS4 and Xbox One.
Starting tomorrow. Of course, if you have it on, if you've got EA access, you can play it right now on Xbox One.
Is there a driving range? So when you first start up the game, there's some kind of tutorial type lessons that you can play in there. And you can go into more of like a range and test out all the different gameplay styles.
I don't know how far that's going to roll. You're not going to tell me, are you?
Nope. That's the trick with the arc, though. It's it doesn't give you everything.
Oh. I like it.
You know, you're even further challenged with that by how every course plays differently. So they're all tuned to play the way they do in real life. And some
Is this
courses
one of the
bounce and
faster
roll.
ones, or?
This is kind of a middle of the road one.
Okay.
It's meant to be kind of like a links course, so it has firmer bounce tendencies, but the actual rolling speeds here are kind of on the slower side. So those two kind of balance each other out.
All right.
I'm sure the community would love to see my little chart where I have every aspect of every course rated. That'd be some useful information. Maybe we slowly bleed that out on Twitter.
What do you mean by rated?
So I literally just, and it doesn't necessarily equate to anything tangible, but I just gave every course a rating from 1 to 10 in like firmness, in spin receptiveness, in fairway rolling speed, in green rolling speed, and how the rough plays. I think there's about 8 different factors on that doc.
Get up there. Man. So you can also hold down triangle or Y to kind of speed through the rest of your shot once you've already...
Holding it down will just speed it up, and you can just tap it, and that'll skip all the way to the end of the shot. So actually, I'll show what that looks like here.
Yeah, I didn't even know about the tapping. I just
the tapping,
hold it down.
Especially if you're
skip.
like trying to race through career mode to just get your guy built up and get online, tapping the triangle button is a really good way to do that.
Yeah, I have a couple of questions I can
So
answer
there,
here.
I just tap it, and it skips all the way to the end, which I missed that to the left, apparently.
Shoot, we got some more?
Here, I got
More
some.
questions from the chat.
All right, so one is, let's see, shot limit.
By the way, we got to do some giveaways.
We do. What do you?
We've got PS4 copies. We'll give away
Nice.
5 PS4 copies today.
Ooh, stay in here. Stay in here. Get free copies.
Are we able to do that? We need Gibbs. We'll get him over here and we'll do a random
What was
giveaway.
All right, so
what
we
was the
got
question
shot.
again?
We got shot limits.
Don't worry, we'll give away all
They're
5.
different
Give them
between.
away.
Yeah, they're different between offline and online. The
Yes.
shot limits on here.
Yeah, so offline, the stroke limit's going to be double par. So a 6 on a par 3, 8 on a par 4, 10 on a par 5.
Yep.
When you go online, we've actually made it double bogey. So a 5 on a par 3, a 6 on a par 4, and a 7 on a par 5.
So we're trying to speed up play, right? Like in the past, people would just putt the ball around on the greens just to kind of grieve others, so, you know, if they're losing. So that's the main reason why.
Another addition that's also meant to help with that, you know, before you used to have an individual shot clock for each shot, and then with a I think it was a 12-stroke limit and a 60-second shot clock, you know, a user could keep you on a hole for 12 minutes if they wanted to grieve you. Well, now you just have a set amount of time with the hole clock to finish the hole. It's 2 minutes on a par 3, 2.5 on a par 4, 3 minutes on a par 5, which is plenty of time to play a hole. And it's really convenient. Even you know, some users probably know what I'm talking about. Sometimes 60 seconds wasn't enough to line up like a really difficult putt. You know, and a lot of times I get to the green with plenty of time left, well more than a minute left on the clock. And then if I am faced with a really difficult putt, I have that extra time to read it if I need to. But if you do get a shot clock violation, you're just going to get that stroke limit, which is the double bogey. But make sure you don't get too many hole clock violations, because if you get 2 in a row or 3 over the course of the match, we're going to boot you out of the game.
I want to know if in career mode you can get sponsored.
Yes, you can actually.
Yep.
So how it works, it's kind of like an organic system where as you unlock items and equip items, that sponsor takes notice and they end up signing you to a sponsorship. So for an example, this just happened to me the other day. I upgraded all of my equipment to all the Cobra clubs after I unlocked them all, and then after I played a tournament, you know, I got a Newswire story telling me that Cobra had signed me to a sponsorship.
Yeah, I got signed by Bridgestone. In my career. Yeah. Some other things on here I can explain. The different ways you can play in career mode. So it's default to quick rounds. So quick rounds are a faster experience to play through the tournament. You play up to 4 to 6 holes per round. But you can also switch it to full rounds, so you can play all 18 holes of each round. You can kind of play it the way you want to, so maybe the first 2 rounds are quick rounds, so you only play 4 holes. But the 3rd round or 4th round, you want to play the full round, you can do that. That's under, do you remember what the
a lot of
options
users
called?
are actually struggling to find it.
It's on the second panel of the career mode.
The second panel, bottom right, the setting is called round type.
Round type, yeah.
And then when you go in there, you'll see the 2 settings, quick rounds, full rounds. Quick rounds is a great feature too. I love it. I use quick rounds for the first 3 rounds, and then I go through and play full rounds for the final round on my career, where I'm using tour gameplay. And it's really a challenge. A lot of times I get into that final round, and you know, I'll be anywhere from 30th to in the final group, and then playing through that full final round on tour.
I'd say honestly, like, because I took it home for the weekend and played a lot, and I'd say the 3 things that are like probably the biggest game changers for me. And I was texting like some of you guys over the weekend, like Lawrence, and I was just like, so custom, you know, difficulty and controls is huge, because I can, you know, kind of hone in on what I'm not as good as these 2 guys, but I can make it a little harder than what I'm playing right now. Like 15 under for 1 round is pretty. I mean, that's more than I want to shoot, and I am playing with Jordan Spieth, to be fair. But
right. So your next step is turning off the arc and then figuring out how to make this shot.
So I play with like more difficult controls. I still have the arc on, and I'm playing with a worse golfer, obviously, because he's like early on in my career. But I really enjoy that part of it. The other thing is the fact that you don't have to load every time you go to a new hole is like, I mean, it speeds things up so quickly. You guys can tell when you're playing. It almost feels like if you went back to older games, it's like, it's insane how much time you're saving now. And then the last one is just, I'm going to go ahead and hit this shot real quick because everybody's probably waiting on me.
What is going on? This guy just keeps talking.
Oh, here we go.
We got a Bo's heartbeat moment.
Oh,
Don't
this
touch
could be
it.
the hole-in-one.
Let's do it.
This could be get there.
Nope. Spin grab.
But there you have it. There's a heartbeat moment. I'll take it. I didn't put any spin on it, and if I put a little spin on it, I might could have gotten it there.
Is there a shot timer in single player or just multiplayer? No.
No, it's just online.
Just online multiplayer.
So AJ got to take advantage of the arc there to make this shot a little easier.
Yeah, now.
Me on tour,
It's
I've got
time
to
to
read it, but
figure
I'll
this
even,
out.
again, I'll walk through my thought process here. So it's 233 to the hole, and it's 140 feet downhill, as I can see on my aiming marker right there. That's going to be about 50 yards of downhill. And then I've got I'm not sure, I think our picture's blocking it, but the wind is blowing anywhere from 3 to 5 miles an hour right now. And then in the air a long time for that downhill shot. 10 to 12 yards that I'm going to gain. So I want to take 62 yards off this. So that's going back here to about a 9-iron and lofting it up a little bit. And I want to land short of the hole because it's going to bounce forward, so there's about 3 more yards I'll take off. So I'm at 167 now.
It's like a scientist.
Yep.
Over here.
And so now
I didn't even finish my 3 game changers. So 1, the custom controls and difficulty.
Yeah.
2 was the no load times, and 3 is definitely the shorter rounds.
Ooh.
That is a great shot. That almost should have been a heartbeat moment.
Yeah.
It
should have been a
live.
heartbeat moment. Yeah, they do happen on all the different difficulties. I saw.
And you can toggle them on and off. Same with the big hit moments. What was number 3 again?
Number 3 was the short
the
rounds.
quick rounds.
I literally played through, I think, 3 tournaments over the course of, a couple of hours on the weekend.
Yeah, one of the big ideas about adding this is so you could get the actual full experience of a tournament. Right. In the past, we've noticed, most of us, and I did too, I switched it to 1 round, and I played it, but I wasn't really getting a tournament experience. We all started an even 1 round tournament, it didn't feel like a PGA Tour event. So now you can get that same feeling by playing over 4 rounds, and you don't have to play every single hole.
I've heard people say, you know what, that's not really for me. I like playing, I'm a hardcore player. I like playing all 18 holes, all 4 rounds. And you can still do that. That's the best part. That's not, nobody's stopping you from doing that. But if you've got, kids or just limited time, or you just want to smoke through a couple of seasons just to build up his ratings and stats and XP, you can do that too. That's probably the thing I like the most. So I got a delayed swing.
Yeah, when you got to the top, you paused. So you didn't quite time the start of the downswing right.
Yeah.
If you're too
early, I was trying to power up too much.
Yeah, if you're too when you're playing arcade, if you're too early, you'll get a short swing. But if you pause at the top, you'll get a delayed swing, and both of those you're going to lose power off.
Pull back, yeah.
Whereas a difference on on tour, if I go back a little too far, I actually get overswing and get a little extra power. But if I continue to go back, at some point the swing just cancels. So
okay.
All right. So one thing I kind of saw on here a few times is questions about golfers and who's in the game. So we have 12 pro golfers that you can select and play as. But in career mode, you will compete against you will compete against all PGA Tour pros.
yes.
They're all in there. So you're competing against Rory, Tiger, Phil, everybody in career mode.
Yeah.
And there's also
you will see those guys on the leaderboard.
You'll
It's not
see
just
them in the leaderboard.
yeah.
Your stats will be compared against them. Longest drive, most birdies, your average par 5 score, things like that all in career mode. And then we do have 5 extra fantasy golfers that are used in our nightclub mode.
It's a good shot.
One of which is Pops Masterson
Pops.
returning to the series.
Yeah, who all remembers Pops Masterson?
Yeah.
We are in the midst of a giveaway right now. Well,
Yeah, what are all these numbers?
Oh, we are? We're giving away something?
giving away
Wow.
a copy.
Copy
Copy
of the
on
game.
PS4.
No
Telling you,
one's
we
got it yet.
What was it? What was the question?
Oh, it's a trivia question.
No, it's just it's a random number.
Oh,
Oh, random number.
what if I guess
do
it?
some other different
Can
ones.
I guess it? Let's see.
Yeah, try to guess.
I'm gonna
Nobody's
guess.
Still gotten it yet.
72. Oh, I didn't even
I'm
see
gonna
mine
say
pop up.
Go.
274, which is my prediction for the winning score at the Open Championship this week.
Maybe
Wow,
it's.
really? Oh, listen to that.
Oh, maybe
It's
it's.
actually a two-digit number.
I was gonna s-
somebody won.
I was gonna say how many hours until it comes out, maybe.
Somebody got it?
Yep.
What was the winning number?
64.
64.
Who got it?
It's sort of a random number,
Winner.
isn't it?
That sounds like a solid round of golf.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Should have done 61 because that's what Jordan Spieth shot on Saturday. I don't know if you guys saw that hole out he had on 17 that day. I think he had about 3 taps of backspin on it, went straight into the pin and dropped. So I think you've won this competition.
You think?
Yeah.
I've lost all the questions now since it's like a 5-minute scroll of numbers.
Put it through
Start
here.
questions
Is there
again.
some secret to this too?
Again, I'm not
You
giving
can put that
tips
there.
here. Don't go too far left because that's out of bounds.
Closed it.
Closed it.
And then I start the spin.
Tap that Bose.
Go, 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 go.
It's power tapping.
Maybe we
and
need a
online.
spin hit moment.
So in online split up into the 3 different gameplay styles. So before you go in, you'll select if you want to play arcade, classic, or tour. So you're only playing in online. You're only playing against the people that have the same style. In offline, like we're doing now, Justin's playing on tour and AJ's playing on arcade. Oh, notice that arc each time he swings back. That means it's a little bit off plane. I noticed he had to swing.
Pushed it.
He had to swing at a
Yeah,
an
trying to hit a
angle
big
here.
draw there.
So hard.
So here, Golf Without Limits hitting from over.
All right, fine.
Found the
Put one over
dirt
there.
cart path here.
The fella just casually walking. Almost
All
hit him.
right. Let's see if we can figure out how to get out of here. At least I'm on the dirt path instead of the rough.
The ATV path.
That's
over
actually
here.
not that bad of a lie. Where's that pin at? Oh, ooh, there's the false front that goes down into that bunker. Pro tip here, 18 at Lighthouse Point. Whenever you get this front left pin location, be wary of that false front that puts you in the bunker. All right, we're 129 out. Yeah, this should be good. I'm putting some draw on it, buddy.
Good grief, that's going to be hard.
Somebody wants to know if.
I shanked it right again.
Wait, we gotta all watch this.
As his round just
Yeah.
implodes.
We're on the tee boxes to the next hole here. Oh man.
When you realize you haven't hit a draw or a fade in tour in a little while.
All right, what was your question? What you got?
Some of the guys, there's a fellow who's playing Royal Troon right now who's 4 under through 4 on Tour Pro. He wants to know if that's good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Anything under par on tour is good.
Oh.
A little bit better than Justin's shot.
What would you guys say is the toughest course?
Coyote Falls, by far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in my career, when I was playing through, I did have trouble with Chambers Bay. That
Yeah,
was probably
Chambers is tough.
that was my toughest one because it's fast.
It's
So
so fast.
I wasn't, expecting the huge difference from the course before it, but there is a very big difference when you get to Chambers Bay, and you'll start seeing all your shots running out on the green, and those greens, they got some good slopes on them too.
Yeah. Yeah, especially tournament course conditions.
Yeah, I feel like the one that gave me the most trouble so far in my career anyway was the Wetlands.
See, Wetlands is
Wetlands?
interesting. While it's perfectly flat, we'll go there next, actually, to show it off. There's a lot of trees
Killed
that
it.
hang out into the fairway
You
there.
got to turn the arc off.
So there
Shot
we are.
53.
You beat me by 5, arcade versus tour.
I bet if you didn't have the arc, you'd probably tie it.
Yeah.
Or he might.
All right.
He might have beat
We can
you.
do that next. What do you guys want to see?
Yeah.
Sawgrass.
Yeah. Type in what you got,
Sawgrass, or if you guys want to show.
or just do like a front 9 or back 9
I'm
too. So we can
unlocking
go.
some trophies.
Yeah, maybe back 9 to Sawgrass, or if you want to show Wetlands to show. I think we should probably do that.
Yeah.
Hold on one sec here. Let me go check something.
wanna see
I have some customs made here. Let's try and give you one.
Talking about for me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's saying Wetlands, so let's do that.
Okay. Oops.
By everyone, I mean.
That's yours, isn't it?
No, we'll fix
Wetlands,
that in the
St.
other
Andrews.
screen.
Okay.
I want to actually edit this one. So I'm going to give you arcade without the arc.
Okay.
He's trying to keep it up. All right, I'm going to do another giveaway. So,
Another giveaway.
Oh. Another giveaway. PS4
Zoom,
copy
spin, power.
Do a
of
question.
eSports
What's your
Rory
que-
McIlroy
how-
PGA Tour.
Can I do a question?
We're good.
yes, you can
All
do
right.
a question.
So how
I gotta
many?
wait 1 second.
All right.
It's
All right.
delayed, so. Okay, go for your question. I'll ask.
If they watched last time, they probably know this.
Ask the question.
How many challenges are in the Nightclub?
Oh, that's going to be tough.
Total
Ooh.
number.
That is tough.
Here, write it down.
We're
up there.
down here to Wetlands, Green Cove Springs, Florida.
People just guessing. Oh, we got some
Oh.
guesses here.
And so then from here, I've got Rory. I'm on tour, and it's on my user. And now if you will go ahead and hit Add Player, hit X,
All right.
and go ahead down to Jordan, and you're
Oh,
on
I
guest
saw-
one.
I saw a close one.
Controller 2, arcade.
saw
Everyone's
a
seeing the
close
bottom
one.
right-hand corner there.
I'm going to
So
go
how
to his
he's set up
Sunday
on arcade.
outfit.
Actually, you don't want
Sure.
arcade. Do R1 to change
Friday,
gameplay style.
Saturday. I'm going to go Sunday outfit.
Do R1
Okay.
and put it on custom 1.
My hint that no one's close except for
Oh,
one.
that's right. You don't have access to my customs. I'll tell you, we'll do this. We'll switch controllers.
All right. Well then.
So, yeah, don't worry. We'll fix this.
Okay.
So,
Have you seen one yet, Christian?
Can't
No.
go with the same outfit.
whoops. So, I'm going to be
Should I give a hint?
Sure. let's
on
give it a hint.
tour.
All right, it's over 100, so
So, guest controller 2, tour.
Stay above
Friday.
100.
Now, you click in on Rory here, or on the
one's
first one.
close.
And go to Jordan, and then R1, the
Gotcha.
gameplay style,
It's below 200, so between there.
to custom 1.
Got it.
And then just hit X.
Perfect.
Yep, and we'll start the round.
Wetlands. Oh
Yep.
man, I don't know what I'm going to do without the arc.
We'll let it play through this little intro
Guys.
sequence here, too, after it
I'm a
loads.
little worried about this.
Yeah, now no arc for you.
Let's see
There's
how.
kind of an overhead view of the wetlands.
Did someone get it? No? All right, I'm going to give my third hint. It's over 150.
Oh.
So close. There it is. I saw it. All right, you can.
Who's our winner? Who's our winner?
Is this? I don't want to say it just in case there's one in front of him.
Take a look.
These intros are pretty
Do you
cool
see
too.
it?
Yeah. Had a lot
So-
of character.
All right, so
Look at these bugs.
the total
Is that
is
'cause of,
174 challenges.
And it's because you're in the mosquito-infested wetlands in Green Cove Springs, Florida.
Kind of looks like Florida for
So
sure.
there's a lot of gators here. See alligators everywhere. There's a cart stuck in the water next to the clubhouse.
I saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get-
It's stuck there because
Yeah.
no
Yep.
one is willing to go get it out of there because there's a huge gator that just sits there and guards it.
Architect Peyton Duncan.
Yes, that is our art director. He actually laid this course out,
Oh my.
whereas I
So,
did
yeah.
Lighthouse Point.
I don't think this is right. I can't even zoom.
Did you switch it to? Oh, you know what? It's all right. We can fix this. Pause.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might accidentally turn zoom off when I created that custom. So go to gameplay style.
Yep.
Yes, Wetlands
And
is
on
one of our
custom-
fantasy
custom
courses.
one.
Oh, I'm
hit-
on tour right
Hit
now.
triangle to edit custom.
What? I'm.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay.
I just want to make sure. Shaping off, swing difficulty, go down. Yeah, zoom is on. Okay, you're good. So back out of here.
Okay.
And then here, just hit X on custom 1 right now.
Okay.
Okay. And now go back in game. We should be good.
All right. Like you're making it more difficult on me then.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, you're good.
There you go.
All right.
You
So
might
now I got to
accidentally
take
just
into
toggle
account
before.
the wind, which is behind me. So probably
Yeah,
good.
you're good. Powered up. Powered up. Let it rip.
Oh.
Oh.
No.
Oh, we're both going to be on the wrong swing stick settings. So
Okay.
Because we switched controllers.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, you guys switch control.
All right.
All right.
Controller settings.
Bear with us here.
Well,
Easy enough.
all right. And then I'm going to have to go in here
Okay.
and do the same when it's my turn because I'm going to be on the right stick. I don't want that. You change your shot shaping
yeah.
all the way
I'm gonna
down.
go full.
Yeah, just toggle back.
There's a lot of gators on this course. It's one thing that's been added a lot to the game. There's a lot
Look
to
at all
do.
those bugs.
A lot of wildlife in there, yeah. The bugs, the gators. There's some black bears on one of the courses.
I did
Deep in
see
the
one,
woods, yeah. Yeah, if you hit a little a little off, you might find some interesting wildlife in there.
I don't know what I had a difficult time with this course, and I don't remember why. Because you're saying it's not one of the harder courses.
Well, it's actually the slowest and softest
Yeah, I was going to
course in
say
the game.
slow, maybe.
Even though we actually
slow
have it on
speeds.
fast course conditions right now, you'll still see it play pretty soft. And then it's really flat, so you're never really having to deal with uphill or downhill shots. But like I said, you can see on this tee shot, there's a lot of trees that hang out in the way of the fairway.
Sure.
And especially if you play the red, the white, or the blue tees here, you have a lot of tee shots that are kind of blocked by trees, so it really forces you to shape shots. So, it does provide a unique challenge in that way. You'll see a lot of these fairways that at points get tight and at other points get wide. But it's a really fun course to play. You can see fast course conditions, and that drive didn't really bounce and roll all that much.
No, not as much as
Really soft course.
Lighthouse Point, which we just played. All right, it's going to be closer though this time, I feel,
Yeah.
because I'm
No
just
arc.
going to see you out of the corner of my eye smirking at me lining up a shot incorrectly.
Please tell me the ball won't hit animals and affect the shot. So the animals will scatter as the
Yeah.
ball is coming in at them.
They know when they're going to get hit.
Yeah.
And they run away.
Yeah, they won't. They're out of there.
I've never hit an animal
Yeah.
in real life, but I'd
In our
probably be
in our previous feed, we were playing at Coyote Falls, and there was a lot of buffaloes walking around. Put one down in there, and they'll just kind of scatter off. Yeah, maybe you should show a shot near a gator. Yeah, you
This is
just have to put it in the
tricky.
water, though.
I don't know how far this is going to roll. I'm going to go with this right here.
That's going to be short, I bet.
Really?
Yeah.
Matter, this place is slow, so it's not going to
Oh,
roll
you're
out
right.
like how we were just playing. It probably won't even get the green.
So even
yeah.
you gave it all that forward spin,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
still only rolled that much.
Yeah, so you can see each
But
of
on the
them.
previous course, that probably would have bounced
Yeah,
up
that
on
would have
there.
bounced a lot more and rolled a lot more. And we're playing on the same exact course conditions. We played
Yeah.
that on fast, we're playing this on fast, so
But this is just different course. Okay.
I think we're in for a pretty close match here without the aiming arc for you.
Yeah. Could be good. It might be actually. I think this might be the first time I've played with it without it. That'll work.
Yeah, you'll make your birdie.
Are you about to think eagle putt?
I'm going to have a long putt. I don't know. 33
okay.
feet. That's not that bad. So another thing here that I'll bring up, with each course playing differently, on a course that has slower greens like this, putts won't break as much compared to a course that has really fast greens. So that's another way that kind of keeps you on your toes. I'm not going to aim this too far right. I'll tell you what, I'll show off another great feature for those of you, especially if you're on tour. If you click in on the left stick, you'll see in the top right corner and on the side there it says I'm now in practice mode. So that enables me to just freely take some swings and try and get a feel for this putt. So it's a really great way to kind of dial in your tempo. So there, I obviously swung way too hard and got fast 8%. That felt
So
good.
this looks like there's some new viewers, and they want to know how many courses they'll be able to play at launch.
Oh, I didn't hit it.
So to repeat his question, we got some new viewers here asking how many courses they'll be able to play at launch, and what the heck, why not how many golfers as well?
So courses, there are 12 courses and a 13th if you pre-order, which is TPC Scottsdale. Of those 12 courses, there are 8 real courses and there are 4 fantasy courses. And then of the 4 fantasy courses, 2 of them are a little more on the fantasy side, 2 of them are a little more based in reality. The 2 more based in reality, this is one of them, the Wetlands where we're playing right now. The other one is Lighthouse Point where we just played before this.
Right.
And as far as real courses, kind of off the top of my head, we have TPC Sawgrass, TPC Boston, Chambers Bay, St. Andrews, Royal Troon,
Bay Hill.
Bay Hill. There's 2 more I'm not thinking
Did you
of.
say St. Andrews?
Yeah. 2 more I'm not thinking of right now.
Did you say Sawgrass?
Yes. We'll get back to that.
Yeah. I missed your beginning. He said,
Yeah,
he said
Troon,
Troon, St. Andrews.
Chambers,
Wolf Creek.
Oh, Wolf Creek is one of them. And there's one more we're missing. We'll get there. Ah,
Yeah.
Whistling Straits, PGA
Yep.
Championship location.
That's it.
Good memory.
Yeah.
Yep.
I spent a lot of time with this year.
Yeah.
So here's another
Let's get down to, like,
situation.
one or
There's a
two.
tree
Oh.
hanging out just a little bit. Luckily, the wind isn't blowing too hard to the left, because if it was, that tree might be a problem for me.
Yeah, it's one interesting thing at this course is there could be trees a little bit in your way right out the tee box, so I'll adjust accordingly there.
I ain't too far right. That wind died down to a 3 right when I hit. I was kind of lining up for the 5.
See, mine said 3, but I thought.
Well, you don't,
Mine
since you're
kicked
playing, you don't have wind gusts on. Wind gust is a part that's just
Well,
a tour.
the wind still affects mine, though, correct?
Yeah, it still affects it.
Okay.
It just won't gust.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
You won't
like,
see it
so for
ticking
me
up.
there,
So I play with that on in my career just to keep me from being too like pinpoint accurate. But I use the arc just because I
oh man,
kind of like it.
can't buy a putt right now. Rory's frustrated.
I think this is probably. I think the putting was where I had my troubles with this course.
So the greens are pretty flat here, but there's a lot of subtle breaks to them.
That looks good. I don't know.
He shanked it, but Jordan Spieth's putting ratings are that good.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under.
So I can shank it on the backswing too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Ian Poulter playable? Yep. He's playable character. In the
Yeah,
game.
so actually we didn't cover the golfers there again. So there's a total of 17 playable golfers. 12 of them are licensed golfers, or real pro golfers, and the other 5 are fantasy characters that are part of our Nightclub Challenge mode.
Yep.
And of the 12 real golfers, can we do those off the top of our head?
Let's try it.
Could try. We
All
could
right.
try.
Rory McIlroy,
Yep.
Jordan Spieth, the 2 guys we're playing with right now, number 1 and 2 in the world. Ricky Fowler, who with his Scottish Open victory this weekend, just moved up to number 5 in the world, is in the game. We also have Keegan Bradley, Ian Poulter, Jason Duffner, Miguel Angel Jimenez. Who am I missing here, guys?
You are no. We said Keegan, Martin Keimer.
Martin Keimer is in there, last year's U.S. Open. Yeah, Jonas Blix. Patrick Rogers, Hunter Mahan. Is that everyone? I feel like we're missing one more person.
We will show them all to you here shortly.
I think we got another guy. Thinking.
And then you've got
With the fantasy
golfers,
guys, we got Pops Masterson, Edna, which is Pops' wife.
Call her
This is
moms.
first time.
Moms. That's
in-
her first time. First time in the game. Yeah, we brought her in. He's been in the game for a while back
Yeah.
in the day. Then we brought in some more new fantasy characters. We brought in a Battlefield 4 soldier that can be unlocked once you unlock the challenges for Battlefield 4 in the Nightclub Challenge. And then you can unlock Nevada Smith. She's new. She's our archaeologist. You can unlock her in the Nightclub Challenge. And then we have Laser Logan, who's in the game. He is the Nightclub champion. So you need to beat the mode to unlock him.
What's Laser Logan's specialty?
He's really good at just kind of all around except for putting. He's terrible at putting.
Yeah.
But you don't putt a
Yeah.
lot in Nightclub. And
Yeah, it's
if you
it's
do
a
have a
lot of
putting
accuracy.
challenge, that's why you have Pops and Edna.
Yeah, Pops Edna,
Both
really good at putting.
at
You want the Battlefield soldier for distance. So when you start getting into the really long challenges, you want to equip him.
Yeah, the Battlefield Soldier, definitely the most power in the game of any playable character, but also far and away the least accurate. So it's a trade-off with him.
Let's do another giveaway.
Yep,
What are we doing? What are we doing now?
We're doing numbers again.
I cannot buy a putt right now.
Just, what is this, random numbers? Or
Random number.
Random numbers. How many digits in the number?
2.
2 digits
Oh.
in the number.
2-digit number. And go.
Oh, it's
So that is, there are 89 possible correct answers. Right? Or is there, no, there's 90 possible. Correct.
0.
Yeah. Well, 0 is not a 2-digit number. Is 00 a 2-digit number?
Wait, 99. Where are you guys getting 90? What?
What?
99. 2-digit numbers.
No,
Right?
because 1 through 9 are not 2 digits.
Oh, you're right. That's right. Didn't think of that. This is why you were, yeah. All right.
So what are you thinking here?
I'm thinking I got to put a little extra mustard on it because
Is
of
it
the
me?
wind.
Okay.
It's a little
I
bit
did put
pulling to the
in two.
left, but not enough to make a huge difference. But I'm worried that I'm going to put too much on it.
No, I don't think you get 12 feet up.
Okay.
What are you using?
Well, that's going to be short.
Now you tell me.
Might get there.
No, that's
Short.
Well,
Even before it's fun a bit, it's still short.
Now you tell me. You just sit there smirking.
can stop the numbers, right? You have a winner?
We do.
There's a winner.
We got a winner.
How many is
Look at
that?
those
3
gators.
so far?
Yes.
We getting the 3 of the 5, so we're
No,
still.
we got one more. One more left.
One
more
more
left
left.
to give away.
One more giveaway. We'll do it. Yeah, at the end of the stream. We got
Nice.
A little too much on that.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't want to get past 3 there. I wanted like fast 1.
So I'll give you a little breakdown of the Nightclub. Just kind of been talking about it, but you might not necessarily know what it is. It's another mode in the game where you can play 174 different challenges. It's across 3 different courses. They're laid out on Wolf Creek, Parasol Storm, and Coyote Falls, the Grand Canyon. So you'll be doing anything from hitting targets, knocking down barrels, exploding objects, rolling through gates, hitting through rings, all kinds of different things. All the challenges are completely unique. They're different. They're on different holes of each of those courses. One of the really cool things about that mode is that you can unlock boosts in there. Those boosts cannot be used in the other game, in the other modes. You'll get things from like the rocket boost, sticky boost, remote control. So an example of like the rocket, if you're trying to hit some object or ring that's a little bit too high for your golfer to hit, you can activate the rocket boost and you actually get a lift to the ball. Remote control will actually let you steer left and right while it's in the air. And then when it's on the ground, you can actually steer it in any direction. So there's a total of 9 boosts that you can unlock. You can level up those boosts. Each time you use them in game, it uses a little bit of energy. So you load into a challenge, you'll have 100% energy. You don't have to buy energy or try to refill it or anything like that. It's automatic 100% when you go in. Someone's laughing. I believe
I think that was the
level
hoop god.
1. Yeah, the
god back there.
hoop god's laughing behind us, I think. Level 1 rocket boost, I believe, is 25% of your energy, and remote control is 50% of your energy at level 1. So it gives you a little bit of strategy, right? So say it's a challenge with 8 shots, you could use remote control twice on 2 of those shots, or you could use the rocket boost up to 4 times, or mix and match.
Too much.
Twice rocket, once remote control.
I wasn't getting there.
If you guys have any questions on Nightclub, just toss them up here too, and I'll answer them.
So we're playing
we have about 10
Wetland.
minutes left, let's say, on the stream, so I don't know if you guys want to hit
Okay.
the course.
Actually,
Yeah, we
yeah,
can do that.
jump into another course.
Yeah.
All right, let's finish this hole.
Make some course
We'll go a little
suggestions here
late,
real quick
'cause-
too.
You guys are talking about Sawgrass? Any other courses you guys want to see? We got one more.
Right now, everything's just going according to plan. It's like he's playing on all 8
I'm going to hit some trees, maybe. Oh, yep, you hit them. It's all right. You can't. You just probably clip some leaves. Maybe barely nipped a branch.
That's
It looked
something
like
I
it-
don't
looked like it
think
kinda
about when
shot
I
it
don't
up.
have the arc, because the arc tells you if you're going to hit a tree.
That's why I hit that big draw, was to go around
Yeah.
them, because I didn't want to risk clipping them.
Smart man.
Quest for Whistling Straits.
Yeah, actually, I don't think we've ever showed whistling on
let's do
anything.
that.
Yeah.
Whistling, the home of the 1,000 bunkers.
Oh,
You have spin, you know.
I know. I'm not used to using
the
the spin
spin,
because
yeah.
I'm just like hit it and let it go. It
Do
almost
you
throws
have
me
to
off.
earn sponsorships? Not necessarily. When you level up your golfer, you're unlocking equipment, and based on what you're equipping,
Oh,
you will get sponsored by different companies.
it's a good looking shot.
All right, I'll tell you what. Set that down. Let's go ahead and show them
All right.
whistling. And The beauty part here is our menu just lives right over the game. So I can pop right out here.
Yeah, I mean, we want to talk about that. That's definitely
Yeah, definitely. Like,
the entire front end.
it's
Yeah.
interesting because there isn't really a quit option. You can just bring up the menu and go into anything you want at any time in any game mode.
And then if you just back out, you're just right back
Yeah.
on the.
You can just go right back into gameplay.
Yeah.
Yeah, free. There's free content updates. Just want to reiterate that. I saw that on the
Free
stream.
content updates at a later time. That's all we can say. But Justin here says you're going to like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay tuned. We'll
Stay
have more
tuned, stay
information
tuned.
coming soon.
Again, the game is available. It's in stores, and you can digitally download it tomorrow. Digitally download it at midnight tonight. You can actually start pre-downloading it now, most
You
likely.
have access
Yeah.
to it, it'll flip right over.
Yeah, and if you have the EA Access trial, you purchase it, which you get 10% off.
Yeah.
If you have it on EA Access on Xbox One, then you can. It'll just right at midnight. Boom.
Yeah.
What rating is
Got the whole thing.
Right now, Ricky Fowler is at, I think, an 86 overall. My current projection, obviously, after his Scottish Open victory, is going to have him going up a little bit. He was at 87, and then we did the update after the U.S. Open where he didn't play so well, and he actually dropped a little bit. But I think he's going to make it back up to at least 87 or 88 again. But, you know, we'll see how he does this week, too. Another good performance, maybe it's even higher.
We have sheep on the fairway
Yeah,
here.
there's
Yeah, a little
sheep,
bit.
there's rabbits. Yeah, there's a fair amount of wildlife. I mean, on every course, and it varies from course to course what the wildlife are.
Yeah, if you watched any of the coverage this week, you'll notice we have Golf Channel integration in our game. So all the UI is based on theirs too. So like the top right piece, you see that on the weekend.
Here's a look at all the bunkers at Whistling
Yeah.
Straits.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, setting those to all bunkers for our environment artists was a chore.
Oh, you're on the right
So guys, we're
stick.
going to do one more random number giveaway.
Swing with the right stick.
Get ready.
One
It's the last
more.
one of the evening.
Yeah, one more random number giveaway. I have no idea what number is in
2 digits again.
Ryan for word his
Two-digit
head
number.
right now. Our masterful producer over there. He has something in his head. It's a 2-digit number. That's the first.
Actually, do you guys want to do a
Possibly.
trivia question? Do you have another one you can think of?
Another what do you think the audience would rather have?
I will ask them.
Oh,
Let's do a question.
A question.
You
We're
want a
going to go
question?
trivia instead of random number. So trivia
Here's a
question.
question.
do we?
What about?
I was gonna ask.
Oh, you got one?
Sure. If you watch the stream, you'll know this,
Okay.
right? So what was the final score between
Oh.
Justin and AJ?
Yeah.
Are we on the scores or the under par or what?
Let's go scores.
What do you want?
Scores.
Scores?
Scores.
The scores?
Yeah.
Like,
So
like what
One on a
under?
round
You know,
score.
was it 500, 600?
Okay.
Like, is that what you want?
I cannot swing with the right
sure. Yeah. How many strokes under?
Got it. Got it.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Jumping over.
And you have to say who got what too. You can't just say the final
I
if you
don't
just glanced at that. You have to know who got what score.
I think.
I'm going to load into another course here. Well, see where
I know
else?
Christian.
Where do we want to go here? Have we shown the Battlefield course on a stream? Let's show the Battlefield course.
Going to Battlefield course. We got time. We're fine. We're fine. They're conversing over there about who the winner is. Yes. That's what his score was. Yes. No. Higher. Higher.
Oh, I remember his.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember what the score was
Right.
now.
Yeah. All right, so we're on the battlefield course. What is this called?
This is Parasol Storm.
Parasol Storm.
In case you're not familiar with it, it's a multiplayer map that's in Battlefield 4 that has a cool evolution sequence that happens. And what we did was we built a golf course on it. And interestingly enough, it's a par 3 course. So even if you're not into fantasy courses, this is a great course to play. Everyone loves a par 3 course. Even if playing it on tour is a blast. Another interesting thing, and there's a great commentary banter line about it in here, is it's got a cool local rule that anytime you hit in the water, you have a drop zone that's just right next to the green that you can drop it at. So you can either re-tee or you can go to the drop zone. There's a little story that Nobilo talks about how the soldiers kept up the pace of play with that rule.
Off the deck of the battleship.
Yeah,
here.
so you tee right off of this kind of broken aircraft carrier. You can see that drum there is your hole indicator of what hole you're on. So it's got a painted 1 on it, and the tee markers are these little grenades, black, blue, white, and red grenades as tee markers. I keep doing that here on the right stick swing. Go back.
So it said you designed this course.
Yes.
Was that a lot of fun? Like, at what point did you decide we're doing this?
Oh, we brought the assets over from their depot into ours, and then I kind of went about doing a little bit of terrain shaping and laying out where exactly the tee boxes were and where the greens were, and then I gave them some undulations, and I handed over to our artworks team to then make those terrain areas that are the playable golf areas look really good.
Yeah, it's another cool benefit from having the Frostbite 3 engine in our game. We share that with the Battlefield team. So
and even both, like, this is a great example of things we're going to be able to do in the future, just as far as sharing with other teams that use this same engine. You can utilize tech solutions that they've developed for their games, and even content in this case. With a course, some great possibilities in working in Frostbite.
Ooh. That's a good looking shot. You're still playing on tour, correct?
No, this is on arcade.
Oh, okay.
But it's on right stick, which I'm horrible at.
That's my.
Oh, you're using right
zone.
stick.
My zone.
Nice.
Yeah, I hate kicking in Madden because it's on the right stick. So here's the little evolution sequence that happens. You get to this third tee, and all of a sudden, here comes this big battleship.
That's awesome.
The waves on this course.
Give the controller to AJ, all belongs says.
And so here, I'll give you a pro tip on this shot, everyone. So as you can see, you have this aircraft carrying away. So first off, a great thing to do is use your analog stick, and you can move the camera and even swing it away from all this this rubble going on. But you see, if I aim back to where I'm gonna get to that pin, I'm gonna end up hitting the battleship. So this is something that it helps to be on arcade to do. But you want to kind of land it back past the flag.
And then spin it?
Yeah, and then we're going to spin it back. Not full spin, but I gave that about 14 taps. Oh, actually, I was downwind. Didn't think about that. I wanted to full spin that. So another pro tip, the wind will really affect the bounce and roll out of your shot. If you have wind in your face, it's going to make the ball naturally want to come back better or stop faster.
What do you do on a putt like this?
It's a double breaker. So here's another pro tip for you. You're always going to want to look at that kind of starting direction of the putt read. So it looks like it's starting out to the left. It's going to curve right and then curl back to the left. And then another thing here is, so it's down 6 inches. So that down 6 inches, that's going to let the putt roll out a little more. So if I was aimed at 20 feet, it's probably going to roll out to 25, 26 feet. But I only need to roll to 20 feet. So I'm going to pull back here to about 16. I always like to give it a couple extra feet of speed, so you make sure it gets there.
Right.
And then hopefully we'll
Have
see
any
if
more
it goes
questions running up there?
I short
Something you
swung it,
wanna see?
and that's why I ended up short.
Do we have a winner yet?
We do.
Right on.
Nice. So I
Two
just
that
want to make
basically were
sure
lagged out together.
it was 18 under, 14 under?
19 under and 14.
What, or 19 under and 14 under?
Yeah.
Okay, I was one
19
off.
and
Yeah.
14.
I thought it was 18.
Yeah, we were
14.
trying to discuss what Justin's score was.
I remember it was 5
No,
strokes.
I remembered I shot 14, but I couldn't remember what he
Yeah.
shot. I
Yeah,
just
it was
knew he
19.
beat me.
So, what, one more course?
Yeah, I can load into another course
Like-
here.
What do you guys want to see? Another real course?
Well, weren't we going to show TPC?
We can show TPC.
See Sawgrass?
Yeah. Do that.
Do you have Scottsdale?
Nice.
No, this is actually, it's funny. This is my own personal kit from home that I brought in. But no, actually, I didn't pre-order. So I don't have TPC Scottsdale. Although I was tempted to pre-order so I could get TPC Scottsdale.
I'm sure we can find you a code somewhere.
Hopefully.
I saw someone was using a Frank line in here. It says, Patel, it's got the hands of a plumber.
I do have the hands of a plumber on the right stick.
Yeah, they say
And
that to
this
me
this
when I-
clubhouse is just, Christian's been there a bunch of times. Christian and I ducked
yeah.
right under the
To hang
cover
out.
there to the right the one day when it was absolutely pouring down the rain there.
Yeah.
We were huddled right up there.
It's
'cause we
about-
had the clubhouse badges.
Yeah, it's about 2 hours, 2.5 hours from here. And yeah, whenever we go, it either rains or it's
always
99 degrees
We
outside.
curse it every time.
But I stood down in front of that one building this year to stay in the shade as Rory was coming through.
So there he is walking across the putting green that's back behind the first tee as he makes his way to the first tee. And Sawgrass in all of its glory.
I love the grandstands there.
Yeah, these grandstands are
Really cool.
Pretty nice. They're pretty full.
Someone
my
said
caddy,
they want
caddy
to
standing back there.
they want to see you
hanging
hit
out.
one into the trees.
Yeah, we can do that.
Put one in.
Ready
Yeah.
just trolling, yeah.
Yeah, we'll shape one over here.
No, you're not going to like that, Jordan.
Oh, nipped the branch, then bounced off the trunk.
Look at her looking at it.
Yeah.
Oh, she's like,
Like, should I clap?
I can even if I want to. Let's try and figure out a way to go over here.
this is golf without limits, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not going to be able to get under that tree.
In the mulch.
Gonna punch it.
Yeah. Make our way
You
over.
might do it. Looks good. Well, he got through.
That thick rough at Sawgrass just eats the ball up.
What didn't we cover?
Yeah,
How about
what
some
are-
like online tournaments? We didn't really jump into
Oh yeah, I
that
can
at all.
jump in there real quick. Actually, that's something I did want to cover. So online tournaments for you guys that are picking up the game, we're going to be playing it right away at midnight tonight. I haven't even been connected to the servers the whole time. Oh, that's right, because that was unplugged when I had first booted the game up. So we have daily and weekly tournaments available in Arcade, Classic, and Tour. And they're all live right now. I know there's not a lot of people that have the game. Well, apparently there's some people that have the game that are playing here. So you'll see you can toggle through open, closed, and coming soon here. And I've actually seen a couple questions about this already. So in the daily events, there's Amateur Open and Pro Open.
Yep.
And then when you go over to weekly, you'll also see Amateur Championship, Pro Championship. Now what these mean is the Amateur Championship is going to be some easier course settings. Has nothing to do with the gameplay. The gameplay is going to be Arcade, Classic, or Tour, depending on which one you go into.
Right.
But so the Amateur is you're going to be playing from the blue tees or the white tees, the red tees, and
like
more
slow
often than not,
conditions,
it's going to
right?
be slower, average, or fast. And the wind will be down a little bit. Whereas when you go to pro's always from the black tees, and it tends to use the harder settings. So even if I go in here right now, this Pro weekly in Arcade, which is at Bay Hill, has fast conditions and 6 to 9 mile an hour wind.
Yeah,
And it's
the wind
from
might
the
be a
black
little more.
tees, as you can see here. But if I go into the amateur one, wind's only 3 to 5. Grand Canyon, it's using the white tees. So yeah, that's the difference that you're going to see there.
Shout out to CDJ there.
Yeah, CDJ's got a score in there. One of our game changers who happens to have a copy of the game already on PlayStation. One of the few. And then again, just and this is the same for online head-to-head and for tournaments. The leaderboards are completely segregated now amongst gameplay style. There I am at the top of the leaderboards right now.
JB Huskers, Tommy
So
Geschwin.
people that play arcade events are separate from people that play tour events, are separate from people that play classic events, which no one's apparently played a classic event yet. So yeah, they're completely separate. And just scrolling through some other things in here, so you can track events entered, events won, your top 5s, top 10s, 25s, 50s, 100, even your average finish is tracked in here. So
It's really cool.
yeah.
Now, do you normally play with your created golfer, or do you play with pro?
Well, yeah, I play with my created guy. I'm still in the process of building him up. Actually, we'll go in here to Golfer Select, and I'll show you. Right now, here's my guy.
He's an 81 though.
Yeah, he's up to
Not
an
bad.
81, so he's getting there.
Yeah, I've been using Bradley in my tournaments just because my guy's not there yet.
Yeah,
It's only about a
I've been
72.
using Rory. Go through my outfits here. I'm a Tommy Two Gloves, so.
Do you wear 2 gloves?
What? No, not in real
No?
life, but in the game I do. I've been waiting for that feature. I've got this nice Puma shirt
Well, one
on
cool
here.
feature that
That's
we
my
haven't
favorite
mentioned,
outfit.
that we have outfits per day. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, your outfits can be set per round in career mode,
Yeah, it's really
which
cool.
translates to all the other game modes where you can select which outfit you want to wear before you go into a tournament and go online.
And we were talking about the golfers earlier, but this will give you a little look at all of their stats, and each of them decked out in one of their outfits. Holter with those glasses. I like that outfit. I want that shirt.
Yeah, my outfits. I'm still rocking the EA Sports outfits right now in my career. I haven't unlocked all the.
I think you get
The bigger name
Ashworths and Callaway, or probably. I think they're the first ones to start coming up.
Yeah,
that
as
you'll
far
unlock.
as apparel,
Yeah.
I just unlocked Bridgestone clubs that I don't have, but not the drivers.
I like the Bridgestone ones. They have good consistency on them, so they'll
There's
help you out there.
Laser Logan.
Yeah, the man, the myth, the legend.
He's the champ.
Kind of creepy looking.
See that putting though? Putting's really bad.
Look at that watch.
Little holograms. There's some holograms in that mode.
It's awesome.
Where's the Battlefield Soldier? There he is.
With the 6
You guys want
consistency.
to know what the R in parentheses stand for?
Oh,
that is their
right-handed.
handedness.
Yeah.
So that is either their right or
It's not
or
rookie.
left-handed. Yeah, which every one of these golfers happens to be right-handed. So if you want a lefty, you should create a lefty.
You can make a lefty, yeah.
Okay, guys, we probably got 5 minutes left on the stream, so.
Okay.
You want to pop in or anything else you want to do?
Yeah, let's go ahead and just
Do St. Andrews because
Oh yeah,
Up in
someone
It's the
has
Open.
St. Andrews.
it's the Open.
once
Let's
again,
end
if
it.
you're just joining us, we are playing EA Sports Rory Mcllroy PGA Tour. The game is available starting tomorrow on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. If you have the PlayStation 4, you can, or Xbox One, you can pre-download it and play it at midnight as far as digitally, and you can pick up your copy in retailers tomorrow. If you have EA Access, if you downloaded the EA Access trial, you'll be able to carry that over. All your progress carries over once you purchase the full game, which you get 10% off as being an EA Access member. And your pre-download, it'll just start right up. It's already downloaded, so at midnight you'll be able to keep playing right where you left off if you didn't spend your 10 hours. So there you go. We are currently playing the PS4 version. We've been streaming that for the last little over an hour and a half. And now you're jumping into St. Andrews. I forgot what course we started at.
We started at
Lighthouse Point.
Lighthouse Point, and then
Yeah.
we went to the Wetlands, and then we were at Parasail Storm, and then TPC Sawgrass. and now we're at
Whistling Straits, then TPC
Whistling Straits,
Sawgrass.
yeah. We didn't do
Yeah.
much on Whistling Straits, but yeah. So then TPC,
Played about a hole.
and then now we're right here at St. Andrews.
Right, so
Which this is probably the firmest course in the game as far as how much the ball bounces out.
Yeah,
true links course, home of golf.
Yep. Got the open leaderboards out there. Yeah, just to recap, 12 courses, 13 if you pre-ordered the
Make
game.
sure you pre-order tonight, right? If you want CPC Scotts.
Yeah, probably just a
Yes.
couple hours left to pre-order, really.
yeah. Head out to your retailer, whether it be GameStop.
Right,
or
yeah, if you're
wherever,
picking it up, just pre-order it. Go get your extra course.
Love showing off this.
17 playable golfers in the
Let's
game.
go.
But if you play in the career mode, you will play against all PGA Tour pros. So you'll be playing against Rory, Spieth, Tiger, Phil. Everybody's in there.
Another pro tip, if you've aimed completely out of whack like I have and you want to get back to just the default aim, if you hold the square button down on PlayStation 4, that'll pop you right back to where you were initially aimed.
Who do you guys think will win the Open this weekend?
The way Jordan Spieth is playing right now, and no Rory McIlroy in the field, it's hard to doubt that anyone's gonna be able to beat him. But
I'd
if
love to
someone
see those
can,
two.
this guy that I've got loaded into St. Andrews right now, Ricky Fowler, who also won this past weekend with quite the performance. And really, one thing I'll say about Ricky, I don't know that there's anyone better in golf right now playing a par 4 that requires driver wedge. And there's a lot of that at St. Andrews. So don't sleep on Ricky.
Yeah, other than these two guys, which I'd love to see come down to the end, I always feel Jason Day's got a chance in there. He's always near the top. So close to winning a
root for the
major.
Dallas native in Spieth. Just gonna
So look at that bounce and roll out there. It's tough to get the ball to stop at a links course.
All right. So thanks everybody for joining us. We really appreciate it. Once again, be sure to go pick up the game starting tomorrow or at midnight digitally. Once again, this is EA Sports Rory McIlroy PGA Tour.
Yep.
Thanks to Christian and Justin for helping me
thank
out
you.
today, showing me how it works, and Justin was kind enough to let me play on arcade. All right, we'll see you guys next time.
All right,
Yep,
thanks guys.
everyone.